Hello students, in this video I want to discuss the concept of relative motion and I am going to discuss it in a very different manner which will definitely result in improving your concepts of relative motion. So please watch this video till the end, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and also share it to your friends. Now, the concept of relative motion is useful in solving the problems in which two bodies are moving simultaneously. This concept actually simplifies the solution of such problems, as in this concept we visualize the entire motion with respect to the observer body or from the viewpoint of the observer body, which is as good as making the observer body stationary. Now, in order to explain this concept, I am considering an example of two bodies which are in motion. So, here let there are two bodies A and B which are in motion. So, A is somewhere over here at a certain distance from the body B, whereas B I am considering it as at the origin. So, A, let it be moving towards right with velocity VA, and B is moving with velocity VB in that inclined direction which is shown over here. Now, I want to apply the concept of relative motion over here, because there are these two bodies which are in motion simultaneously, and I want to analyze certain things. So, here when two bodies are in motion simultaneously, then the concept of relative motion simplifies the solution of such problems. So, I want to apply the concept of relative motion. So, it is the actual picture in which two bodies are there which are in motion. So, I am applying the concept of relative motion and I am just transforming the problem, or I am transforming the actual picture into a relative picture. So, here what I am doing is that I am bringing the, or I am considering the body B as the observer body. So, observer body means simply the observer is sitting in that body. So, observer is in B, and I will have to bring this observer body to rest. The velocity of B is Vb, which is shown over here, and if I want to bring it to rest, I will have to superimpose velocity Vb in opposite direction on B. So, this Vb and this Vb, which are oppositely directed, are going to cancel the effect of one another, and as such the body B will be brought to rest. Now, if I apply or if I superimpose Vb on B, I will have to superimpose Vb on A also. So, if I superimpose or if I use or apply the same velocity on A, then it means that A is subjected to two velocities, its initial or its actual velocity Va and this superimposed velocity Vb. Under the action of these two velocities, or as these two are the vectors, I can always get the resultant vector, resultant velocity. So, let the resultant velocity is VAB. So, by superimposing velocity B on both the bodies, I am just transforming the actual picture into a relative picture. In actual picture, two bodies are in motion. In relative picture, only one body is in motion, which is the body A. So, body B has been brought to rest, body A is now in motion and it is moving with this velocity VAB. So, in this relative picture, B is made stationary. How to bring it to rest? We have seen, means you will have to just apply or superimpose VB in opposite direction. Now, A is moving with new velocity VAB. Path as directed by VAB is the relative path. So, this is the actual path along which this body A is supposed to move in this relative picture. Apparent distances travelled by A with velocity VAB are relative distances. So, B is at rest, A is now only moving and it is moving with velocity VAB, and the apparent distances travelled by A with this velocity are called as relative distances. Now, the common terms in actual picture and the relative picture are the time t and the distance between A and B. So, this distance is going to remain same for initial position of these two bodies, and the time is also going to remain same. whereas position, velocity and acceleration all are going to be different in actual picture and relative picture. So what we do when we apply the concept of relative motion is that we actually transform the two moving bodies into a single moving body, whereas the other body is brought to rest. So this is the actual concept, which is relative motion concept. Now when we calculate VAB or when we calculate VBA, what is the meaning of this? When we calculate VAB, it means that it is the velocity of A with respect to B. So B has been brought to rest. Whereas when we calculate VBA, it simply means that A is the observer body and the velocity of A has been brought to rest in relative picture. So you should understand this. We can calculate VAB as well as VBA. So this is the concept of relative motion. But again, we know that velocity is a vector quantity. Acceleration is also a vector quantity, and vector approach can also be used to get the relative velocity, and it can be used like this. So vector approach I am going for. Every velocity V, say velocity VA, can be expressed as Vx into I plus Vy into j, where Vx is the x component of velocity, Vy is the y component of velocity, and V can be written as Vxi plus Vy into j. Similarly, acceleration is also a vector quantity, and this acceleration can also be expressed as Axi plus Ayj. So every velocity and acceleration can be expressed into a vector form. And if I want to get the relative velocity of A with respect to B, VAB, it is nothing but the vector difference VA minus VB. So VA minus VB is VAB. If one wants to get VBA, it will be VB minus VA. So if you want to use the vector form, VAB can be obtained like this. So VBA is VB minus VA. Similarly, AAB means relative acceleration of A with respect to B can be obtained by using the same vector difference AA minus AB, whereas ABA can be obtained as AB minus AA. Now this is how we can get the relative velocities. But if AAB means relative acceleration of A with respect to B, if it is 0 or has the same direction as VAB, means AAB relative acceleration of A with respect to B and relative velocity of V with respect A with respect to B, if these are along the same direction, then it means that the relative motion is rectilinear. Now there is always a question, if we are transforming the actual motion into a relative motion, what will be the nature of this relative motion? So for that, in order to predict the nature of relative motion, we should calculate AAB and ABA or AAB or ABA, and if AAB is 0 or it has the same direction as that of VAB, then the relative motion is rectilinear. Whereas if the direction of AAB means direction of relative acceleration and direction of relative velocity, if these two directions are different, then the relative motion is going to be curvilinear. So we have seen how to get the relative velocity by means of this approach, that is the concept of relative motion. We have seen the vector approach also. Now I am going to solve one problem which is on relative motion. Now the problem is like this: rain is falling vertically downwards. The rain will appear to be coming from dash dash to a man running eastwards, and the four options have been given: west, east, southwest, southeast and northeast. Now the problem is like this: rain is falling vertically downwards. The man is running towards east. So east is the direction towards right. So man is running towards east. Rain is falling downwards. So there are two bodies in motion. Now if I want to use the concept of relative motion, I will have to bring one of the bodies to rest. As it is asked to get the relative velocity or relative direction of rain with respect to man, it simply means that the man should be brought to rest. So what I am doing is that if Vm is the velocity of this man, I am superimposing Vm on the man in opposite direction, this velocity Vm on the man in opposite direction. So man will be brought to rest. But again, if I superimpose Vm on the man, I will have to superimpose Vm on the rain also. So Vm, if I superimpose this, the rain, it will be subjected to two velocities, its own velocity and superimposed velocity Vm. The relative velocity will be directed in between, and this is the direction from which the rain will appear to come to that running man who is running towards east. So this direction is northeast. So the rain will appear to be coming from northeast for the man who is running towards east. So that's all for relative motion. Thanks.